Have you ever asked yourself, what is the exact formula for crafting a perfect, sexy 2D boy? What is it that inspires us to get horny on main for a man who's packing in the pixel department? I'm Professor Fife, here to uncover this mystery, which finds its origins in the very core of the human experience. Life, existence, thirstiness. Everything we experience as the human race is but a cosmic seesaw saddled by the two concepts of perception and reality. And no character encapsulates the miasma of this existential game better than Cloud Strife.
No promises.
Cloud Strife, thirsting for truth. Cloud Strife, the protagonist of Final Fantasy VII, is the OG angry boy anti-hero who is just in it for the money and doesn't care about saving humanity or the planet.
She'll beat the shit out of us.
Not my problem.
This guy.
Oh, but wait. Is he actually the product of extremely intense trauma? Has he conflated his own identity with someone who he viewed as achieving what he could not, leading us as the audience to look inward and ask, who are we, really? The answer is yes. Yes, he is. Cloud Strife inspires thirstiness in us because of the exquisite balance between his perceived characteristics and the reality behind them. Let's explore. Cloud Strife, perception. Straight up, he looks cool. I mean, he does. He carries a big sword, has gravity-defying anime hair that would put any early 2000s pseudo-punk fan to shame. He's often depicted riding a motorcycle, and scientifically, motorcycles are, in fact, the sexiest vehicle. His Mako energy-infused blue eyes have inspired horny fan art for decades. And have you seen his arms in Final Fantasy VII Remake? God, the way they animate them, they're just, they're like cut, not bulky, but just like pure sinewy muscle. Look, I'm all for more realistic representations of the human body, but also love a man with 0% body fat. The perception we're given of Cloud is that he's basically the coolest guy in the world, and nowhere is that more evident than in his dialogue. I mean, even before they introduced voice acting into the Final Fantasy games, his dialogue was all emotionally distant, anti-hero mercenary who just wants to get paid.
Then do the damn job!
He is the inventor of the ellipsis response, which translates to a disinterested grunt rather than silence, which is what I always kind of thought an ellipsis was supposed to mean. At the end of the day, he doesn't care about anyone or anything, just so long as he's making that gill. And say what you will, hippies, nothing's cooler than not giving a shit. Oh wait, spoilers, all that's false. Cloud is really a socially stunted, awkward soft boy, which has only become more apparent and thoroughly explored as Final Fantasy VII expanded into spin-offs, remakes, and beyond.
If only I were soldier.
Shut up!
Cloud Strife, reality. Right off the bat, I'm just gonna say it. Still fucking hot. Let's be honest, this is a series full of sexy cartoons, and yeah, I'd let him give me his Mako energy, if you know what I mean. The nuance of just how wounded he is present in the masterful character design and storytelling of the compilation of Final Fantasy VII. Remake really goes out of its way to make his eyes, like, so expressive, even in this early stage of the story where he's not exactly himself, per se. He always looks a little bit like a puppy who's just been like yelled at and doesn't understand what he did wrong. It's really very endearing. Also, not to sound like a Victorian woman, but did you see his bare hands during that massage parlor scene? Well, you know, it's that whole female gaze thing again. His Japanese and English voice actors in Final Fantasy VII Remake, Takahiro Sakurai and Cody Christian, respectively, both do a fantastic job of hinting at Cloud's hidden depth. The emotional undertones are very strong throughout, and it's definitely nice to hear Sakurai, who's been playing this character since 2002's Kingdom Hearts, getting a chance to play a less self-loathing side of Cloud, and God, the way he says Tifa.
Tifa! What's up, bitch?
Just like, fuck me all the way up. I'm not trying to start a ship war in the comments, but Cloud Tifa forever. I mean, unless Aerith and Tifa want to ditch Cloud and run away together. galaxy brain. We also see that he's begrudgingly good with kids, something expanded upon in Advent Children, wherein he's essentially acting as a father to Marlene and Denzel. And a man parenting children who aren't even biologically his? I mean, this is like clearly a turn on for me. This is like a theme, like with Geralt and Ciri. Okay, anyway, I can't explain it. Maybe I can, but I think that's a whole other video. Please send me art of Cloud being a good dad to Denzel. All of this belies the twisted reality that the Cloud we meet isn't exactly the real Cloud. He's an amalgamation of Zack and Cloud, born after almost being killed by Sephiroth, followed by years of experimentation, Mako poisoning, and witnessing Zack's ruthless murder at the hands of Shinra. We're drawn in as we learn that instead of the cold-blooded mercenary, Cloud is actually a lonely kid with no father figure who never really fit in, who, like so many dreamers before him, took off to the big city to make something of himself and, well, just couldn't hack it. But he's good at fighting in the games because, you know, spend 5-ish years getting toxic life force energy chemicals infused into your body and superhuman strength and endurance can be yours.
Nope.
Even before we find all of this out, Cloud's real personality does shine through on occasion, giving us a tantalizing and eminently thirst-afterable hero. That's it for Thirsty Thursday. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.